So, how do we assign multiple surface definitions to FDS GEOMs in BlenderFDS? As an example, I have this simple cylinder here, which I changed from obstruction to geom. Just note that the length of the cylinder is a little bit larger than the domain, because I encountered a couple of numerical instability issues when the end caps of the cylinder are in the same plane as the side of the mesh. Surfaces in Blender are assigned over the Material Properties tab here at the bottom. It is important to note that the materials in Blender translate to the surfaces in FDS. At first, we add a new material slot by clicking on the plus sign here on the top right. We can browse through existing surface definitions by clicking here on the sphere icon. As a basic surface, I would like to use the inert. As a second surface, I would like to use the burner boundary condition, therefore add a new material slot, browse through the existing surface definitions and use the burner boundary condition. We see now that we have two different surfaces selected, but on the geometry we only see the inert surface displayed. The reason is that we need to assign the surfaces to individual faces on the geometry. The first surface that we assign will be a generic surface that is assigned to all faces at once. Individual faces of a geometry are accessible from within the edit mode. Therefore we change from object mode to edit mode. To make this whole thing a little bit more interesting, I will add a couple of loop cuts to introduce more faces. Hitting Ctrl R will introduce the loop cut. With 7 I add the number of cuts for 7 loop cuts. Enter 2 times and then we see here the individual cuts. They can also be changed in the menu here at the bottom. In the face select mode we can now select a couple of faces, maybe this one, this and this. Then we select the desired surface and hit assign to connect this surface to the selected faces. Let's create a second burner to make it a little bit more interesting. Just add another material slot and click on new. Let's give it a new name, maybe burner 2. See here that also the ID automatically changed. Let's give it a different color, maybe some blue. To have this surface emit combustible gas into the domain, we need to add the heat release per unit area parameter. For this, under the other parameters, we add a new parameter by hitting the plus. After double-clicking on the gray box, we can just type in the parameter. Then we can hit enter or click somewhere and this thing is saved. The new burner surface I would like to have distributed as a checker pattern at the back side of the cylinder. For this I will box select a couple of faces. First I click on one face to make this the active face and then I draw this box to select a couple more faces. Under select I can go to checker deselect to produce a checker pattern. The active face that we selected before the box select was here on the top left. That controls which of the faces are deselected. Now I choose the material slot for the second burner and hit assign. After going back into object mode we save the file and export the FDS input. Alright, let's quickly run the simulation. Here we are in Smokeview. We see here a couple of faces with the first burner definition and on the other side the checker pattern with the blue surface. Just load heat release and smoke. And this is our result. If you like this video, maybe this one here is interesting for you as well. So that's all from my side for now and have a nice day. Bye.